Hi, my name is Chris Jackson. I have been a business attorney for 25 years. Today I'm going to show you how to form your own limited liability company in the state of Delaware. I'm going to take you through the process step by step in a screen share. I'm going to answer the questions I think you might have along the way with the objective that by the end of the video, when you are ready to form your LLC, you will have formed it the way you want it, specifically to your situation. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the screen share. The link to the screen share is below my video in the description section. I will also put it in the comments section and post my comment to the top. Note that this is an affiliate link. I will get a commission if you choose to purchase something. It's not going to cost you anything extra. It's really just there to support my channel. And for that, I thank you very much. So let's go ahead and get started right now. Okay, if you follow the link in the description underneath my video, you would have arrived here. Before we get started, just take note of this phone number. It's Incfile customer service. If you have any questions while you're forming your LLC or after you form your LLC that I do not cover, and hopefully that's not the case, but if you have any, go ahead and use that number. I have called it myself. They do pick up during business hours. I found them to be very responsive and helpful. So with that said, let's go ahead and press start my business. First thing you're going to do on this page is select your entity type, and in this case we are discussing forming an LLC in the state of Delaware. After choosing LLC and Delaware, it will bring you down to the three packages that they have, one of which is silver, the other is gold, the third is platinum. We are going to discuss all three of them. I generally recommend gold for most people, but there are some reasons you may want to choose silver and also platinum, and we'll go over that. The silver package essentially includes only the state filing fee. You're not paying Incfile anything here. For that, you're getting these four items. They're going to prepare and file your articles of organization, and that is required in the state to form the LLC. Unlimited name searches, not really a good value add. You can do your own name searches in the state of Delaware at the Secretary of State's website. All right, the third item is free registered agent service for a year. That is a good value add. You need a registered agent in the state of Delaware. You need someone to be able to receive service of process if your limited liability company is going to get sued. If you live in the state of Delaware and want to be your own registered agent, you can do that. If you have someone else in the state of Delaware that you want to be the registered agent and they're willing to do that for you, you can do that as well. But every state in which you form an LLC is going to require that you appoint a registered agent for service of process, and Incfile provides that service free for the first year. In addition, with the silver package, you get unlimited phone and email support. Okay, so let's talk about the gold package. What do you get for the extra $199 that you're going to pay for the gold package? You get, of course, everything that was provided to you in the silver package. In addition to that, you get an EIN business tax number. What that is EIN stands for Employer Identification Number. It's also known as the tax ID. This is for the LLC itself. In order to open a bank account for the LLC, which you absolutely have to do, in my view, you need an EIN. If you're going to file a tax return for the LLC separate from your own personal tax return, you need an EIN. If you're going to have payroll for your LLC, you need an EIN or tax ID for your limited liability company, and they will obtain that for you within 1 to 2 days, in most cases longer if you are a foreigner. They will also file for you IRS Form 2553. IRS Form 2553 is used to elect certain tax status. So for example, if you've watched some of my other videos, I'm a really big believer in limited liability companies taxed as S corporations, with the exception of LLCs that own real estate. In many cases, it makes sense to be taxed as an S corporation. In order to elect that tax status, you have to file Form 2553, and Incfile will do that for you. Okay, they will also provide for you an operating agreement. Every LLC needs an operating agreement. I have covered this in other videos. It's the most important internal document you can have for your limited liability company. They will provide you with a Word version and a PDF version, so you can edit it if you like. It is a very bare bones operating agreement. I have another video on creating your own free operating agreement that is more comprehensive. I'm going to put a link to that video up above in case you are interested. Okay, next item is banking resolution. If you're going to open a bank account, in most cases, depending upon the bank, you need a resolution for your limited liability company. They're going to give you a form resolution. Next item is lifetime company alerts. This essentially is alerting you to the fact that you have to file your annual report. In most states, it's every year. In some states, it's every 2 years, and they will make sure that you don't miss that deadline. If you do miss that deadline, then it can affect your status as an LLC. Online access dashboard. This also is a good value add. You will have a portal that you'll be able to log into as soon as you set up your LLC, if you choose the gold package or the platinum package, and you can see the status of your limited liability company. You'll see all forms that have been filed and need to be filed in your dashboard. If you have multiple LLCs, you can keep them all in the same dashboard. I find it to be very intuitive and user-friendly. Unlimited phone and email support. Okay, that's great, and that's included in the silver package as well. Business banking account. They give you the option of setting up a bank account with their preferred banker at Bank of America. You'll see that later. If that's of interest to you, then that's included in this package. And then lastly, business tax consultation. In my view, having a tax consultation is probably in and of itself worth the extra $199. If you're not sure whether to have S-Corp tax status, for example, for your LLC, or what tax status to have, you can discuss this with their tax professional, and you can arrange that tax consultation at any time and through your portal as well. That's the gold package. Now let's discuss the platinum package. You're essentially paying $100 more for the platinum package, and this is what you get for the extra $100. You get 3 items: business contract templates, free next day filing, and domain name and business email. So if you are the type of person that can take a template and tweak it for your own particular purposes, this may be of value to you. Free next day filing. If the only thing of value to you is the expedited filing here, and you aren't keen necessarily on the business contract templates or the domain name and business email, then you may want to consider doing the gold package and then add on the expedited filing for $50. But if you want to spend another $50 over and above that and get the platinum package, you're welcome to do that. And for that, you will get the templates as discussed, the expedited filing, and then if it's important to you to get a domain name and business email, you can do that through Incfile by choosing the platinum package. You can also get that through GoDaddy or whatever your preferred service provider is. And that is the platinum package. So in my case, I'm going to go ahead and choose the gold package and go to the next page. Okay, so on this next page, this is where you give Incfile your contact information. So you put in your name, your email, your telephone number, and your mailing address. It says down here that this primary address will be used for delivery of documents only. Again, most of these documents are going to be in your portal. It's used for internal purposes only. So go ahead and input your contact information on this page and then select Next. This is the page where you determine how soon you're going to form your LLC. It tells you what the state filing time is if you use expedited filing, which is 2 business days later, for an extra $50. It says right here Thursday, August 17th. It is Monday, August 14th. And if you don't need expedited filing and you're willing to wait until an estimated time of October 4th, which is about 5 weeks away, you can choose this one. In my case, I like to get things filed as quickly as possible, make sure the LLC is set up. To me, it's worth the extra $50, so I'm going to choose that and select Next. Okay, here's where you enter the company information. I have in the past used Chris Jackson Mobile Dog Grooming as an example of my LLC. I'm going to stick with that theme. The designator is what is to follow the name of the limited liability company. I'm going to go with the clean LLC, no periods. It is important to add this designator, and when you're communicating with the public, you always want to add LLC if that's your designator, because you want to let them know that you are doing business as a limited liability company rather than as, say, a sole proprietorship. Select the number of members or owners. So I am selecting 1 as a single member LLC. You can select, as you can see, more than that, but for my purposes, I am going to select 1 member. All right, business purpose, for me, it's mobile dog grooming. All right, the next question is tell us what industry your business is in. I'm going to put in pet grooming. As you can see, it found pet grooming services. That's a close description to what I will be doing. And this code right here is called the NAICS code. It is sometimes used for the purpose of, say, bidding on a government contract or obtaining a loan. It is not that important, but Incfile does provide you with this code for your own reference. Next section is company address information. You have a few different options. You can have Incfile provide you with a virtual address. Here you can see what it is, and you can select this, $29 a month. You can cancel anytime. They will give you an address in the state of Delaware. They will receive your mail. They will scan it to you. They'll make it available to you 24/7. You can use your own address. If you're okay with using your residential address, which is made public in the state of Delaware, you can do that. Just select this option and then provide the address down here. Another option is, of course, if you have an actual office address and or a retail address, you can use that, not use this address here, which is your own, say, mailing address or residential address, and just put in your office or retail address here. Lastly, you can create a virtual office, say, near your hometown or in your hometown. I utilize this service myself. I have a virtual office address in the same town in which I live, and I'm going to put a link to the company that I recommend. It is an affiliate. It's not going to cost you anything extra. I do get a commission. It helps support my channel, but it's one of a few different large companies that provide addresses that are virtual addresses. Another one is Regis, not affiliated with them. There may be others, but those are the two largest ones. In my case, for this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and just choose the virtual office address provided by Incfile. Okay, next section is member information. You can see that Delaware gives you the option of either including the name and address of the member, which in my case would be me, or not including it. I don't know why you would want to include it. In fact, Delaware, one of the reasons I chose Delaware as a top 3 state in which to form an LLC is because in addition to asset protection purposes, Delaware maintains the anonymity of its members. I'm not going to voluntarily disclose that I'm the owner of the LLC for all the public to see, so I'm going to select Do Not Include. And next. Okay, on this page, they are giving you the opportunity to add on some additional services. One is a business contract template, and the other is domain name and business email address. If this looks familiar, it's because those were 2 of the items that were part of the Platinum package. They're allowing you to upgrade for $99 here to add these 2 premium services. I don't know why they do this. You could add these 2 and the expedited filing for $100. Already added the expedited filing for $50. Now they're asking for an extra $99. If you want either of these services, then I suggest you go back and simply choose the Platinum package rather than the Gold package, and you will get all 3 services for $100 instead of, at this point, essentially $149. So I'm going to say no thanks, I will pass. Okay, the next section is identify the member and provide some information about the member or members. So in my case, it's just one member and I am an individual. If the member is a company, you can choose company and put in that information here. Note that if you want the member of your LLC to be another company, be careful if you are electing to be taxed as an S corporation, because being taxed as an S corporation applies the same restrictions to your limited liability company that S corporations have on who can be a member. So a foreigner could not be a member. Most entities cannot be members. Can't have over 100 members in your LLC if it's taxed as an S corporation. So these restrictions will apply if you are planning on electing S corp status. If not, then it doesn't matter. But if so, there's only one entity that is an exception here. If you're electing S corp status, a single member LLC that is taxed as a pass-through entity can in fact be a member of an LLC that is taxed as an S corporation, because ultimately the tax obligation passes all the way to the individual. So in my case, I am an individual and my name is Chris Jackson, and I'm going to use the assigned company address provided by Incfile. I come down here and you see percentage of ownership 100%. That is because I'm a single member LLC. If I had more than one member, or if you have more than one member, you would allocate the percentage ownership here to each member. Next. Okay, registered agent information. It says here, assign Incfile as my registered agent for free for 1 year. Yes, I would like to do that. No, I'm not going to act as my own registered agent. I do not live in Delaware, and even if I did, I wouldn't want to disclose my address, so I'm going to have Incfile be my registered agent for a year, and that's for free. Next, EIN tax identification number information. Okay, you are providing here the information that they need in order to obtain the EIN, the tax ID for your LLC, and that is the information of the primary member. And if you are a foreign individual, you can select yes here, and as you can see here, they will obtain an EIN for you even though you don't have a social security number. In my case, no, I'm not a foreign individual. My social security number is not this. All right, physical street address. The IRS requires an actual address, a physical address, in order to issue the EIN. I recommend just using the address that's already on file with the IRS for you. This is internal to the IRS. It's not going to be displayed publicly in the state of Delaware. Select next. Okay, next section is setting up small business banking with Bank of America. You have 3 options here. Yes, I will apply online when my business formation documents are ready. You can choose that if you in fact know you want to apply for a bank account with Bank of America, or you can ask them to call you, or you can say no, not at this time. I'm just saying no, not at this time. I don't know whether I want to use B of A or not, and I can always have them contact me or request that they contact me through the portal, but it is up to you. Next. Okay, tax strategy, free consultation. They tell you here what you're going to learn. I don't see a good reason why you wouldn't do this. And it says here, how soon can I schedule it? You can schedule it after completing your order. Next. Business licenses and permits. They will, for an extra $99, obtain what they believe are the licenses and or permits that your company needs. I don't recommend that. You can find this out yourself. You may not need a license or a permit. It really depends upon the type of business that you have, what city you're in, which county you're in. I would just contact the city and or county and find out whether a permit or license is needed, and if it is, they should be able to tell you what to obtain. Okay, here's where we review the order, and I'm going through and everything looks great. Select next. Okay, this is the last page. This is where you insert your payment information, billing address, select I agree to the legal statement and cancellation policy. Of course, after you've read every word of it, which I know you will. Okay, then after that, you come down and select complete and pay. And once you do that, they will start the process of filing your limited liability company articles of organization in the state of Delaware. They are going to notify you once they are filed. You will be given immediate access to your portal. You can see the documents there that are included in your package. You can arrange for your tax consultation, for the banker to contact you. You can prepare to get your LLC ready to go so that when it is formed, you're already ahead of the game. And that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and you're able to form your LLC. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments section below my video. I will address them on a regular basis. If you're not sure what steps to take next, I have a video about what to do after you form your LLC, and I'm going to put the link right above here. I think it's up here actually. If you like the video, I encourage you to select the thumbs up button, and if you want to subscribe to my channel to get more information like this, I encourage you to do that as well, and I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. I wish you and your limited liability company all the best. Have a great day. Thank you.